Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would like to welcome you back to the courtroom and back into the case of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I hope you all are doing fantastic today. It's a pleasure to have you back here with me, and I hope you're ready to jump right back into this trial. Now, first things first. Larry Butts. Every time something happens, it's Larry Butts' fault. I feel like this dude is the forefront of catastrophe. It's everything's always his fault. So we figured out that the monster in the lake, Gordy, was actually his fault. He blew off some kind of balloon, the Steel Samurai balloon. People got a picture of it, thought it was a lake monster, and here we are. So we figured that out. We gotta, I don't know how we're gonna deal with that, but that's that. Also, we met an interesting person, the caretaker of the boat rental shop, which actually turned out to be a noodle shop. Go figure. I don't know how that works, but that's that. But he also seems to have a lot of information about the DL6 incident. So we're gonna have to figure out how to get that out of him, and hopefully that'll work in our benefit. But let's just go ahead and get into this. I think we're gonna be starting the next part of the trial today. So let's get into it and see if we can help Edgeworth out. Let's do it. All right. Hey, pal. Long time no see. We just saw you, bro. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? What do we want to ask him? Oh, yeah, okay. You know the boat rental shop down in Gourd Lake? Oh, yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How do you... That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I hadn't been able to get a straight answer out of him. Yeah, we barely did. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Alright. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think it has something to do with this current case. To tell you the truth, I don't know much about the DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Okay. Do we have anything to present to them that would do that? Let's see. Probably the bird. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about the incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6. Squawk! Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? I figured that's what we already knew. Nick, you think he might be? I get you. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's record room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we face Edgeworth's past. Alright, cool. Police Department records room. Alright. Why Wow. It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll get to the right file. Okay, case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Oh, okay. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Interesting. Wow. That was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. Okay, is that a security guard? So he might have killed the... what's his name's dad? It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? That would be scary like that in the dark. Okay, there's that. Oh, somebody shot through the... Ooh, okay. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. So we need to figure out who the other guy is. Do you have data on the victim? Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day his case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So, he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and the other evidence, it could not have been suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. Okay. So that raises a question. So there was other guy in the elevator with him who looked like a security guard who probably would have had, a pistol. If it was in the elevator, we see the bullet hole right there, which is making you think that it could have been shot from the outside, but if that guy was in there, maybe there was like a struggle or something, and a couple of shots. I don't know, something happened between Edgeworth's dad and the other guy. I think the other guy shot him. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking so far. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired two times, so there was like some kind of struggle going on. Maybe the first shot missed, hit the glass right there, and then the second shot killed, what was his name, Gregory? Where have I heard that before? Huh? It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Okay. Got any specific data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in the DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court. He was a clerk in the court apparently. Yeah, that guy. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. Interesting. Okay. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. So we probably need to go back to the detention center and talk to him. Nick! Are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. Yeah, you're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Okay. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is a trial file. Wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Alright, December 27th, 10 a.m. District Court, room number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. This dude, I forgot all about this guy. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here, anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statement, so... Go to that demonic-ass voice. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial would end 3 minutes from now. Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. Is that mysterious boat? Or excuse me, it's that mysterious boat shop owner. There you go. Sleep. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Yeah, I'm gonna raise an objection real quick. Like, state your name, bro. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Blah. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My, memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? How do you have somebody in court and you... What? Okay. The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question my witness, there is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright? Bro, I'm cross-examining. Don't ask me like I'm not gonna do that. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Alright. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Okay, press him. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. Yeah, because Von Karma probably told him what to say. I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yep. You see? Continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Press it on that. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. Parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang. Press. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there, yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time. So how would you know there were 2 people out there? You only saw 1 person come back. Okay, yeah. Von Karma is definitely telling him what to say. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total? Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Oh, I didn't press him on that. I'll go back around. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay. That man was defended. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Did he just pass out? Is he good? This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick, or this trial is going to be over. Yeah, raise an objection. So we need to press him on the him seeing the people out on the lake, because clearly he didn't know. All right, Your Honor. We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. Are you ignoring the truth of the matter here? Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his word is all we have. Excuse me. If you were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently you have not to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high in expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Y'all need to carry him out the stand, bro. He's knocked out. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Wait, what? What? The accused will... Wait. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. What? Okay, yeah. I'm about to say, it can't be over. Who was that? Who was that just now? Me. Huh? What? What is Larry? Where did Larry come from, bro? How do you end up on the stand? How did nobody see? Okay. Larry? What are you doing here? Listen. You gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Who let this dude in here, bro? Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Kampf. So, you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting here in the audience, listening to the testimony. Then I realized something. Something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. I mean, you know. Order. Well, this is the first time something like this has happened in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you have already given your decision. This trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. I mean, Larry might come through. We'll have to see. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, is there any chance, is there another witness? If there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Come on, Judge. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Okay. Good job, Larry. Appreciate you coming through. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. All right, Larry. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew in the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? Yeah, a lot of weight. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what happened. Couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. Oh, that was stupid of me. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Alright, let's see what we can get out of Larry. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th. Right. Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Yeah, he's nervous. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. Just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Alright, night of the murder. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Okay. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Alright. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. Alright, press. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Okay, hold on, I'm thinking real quick. That I don't think the caretaker saw Edgeworth. He might have seen Larry bringing the boat back. We'll see though. And why were you out on the boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something... yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the boat rental shop. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Just do Larry. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Ooh, hold on. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So, after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So, you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. And that night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat. What do we have to present? Hold on. Let's try this one. Oh, that's it. There we go. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Uh-huh. Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice. You gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude! With my headphones. Oh my god. Why is he here? Why is... Edgeworth might have to be guilty, bro. If this is what we gotta rely on, Edgeworth just might have to be guilty. Sorry, man. Order, order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? A waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Honestly. Honestly. Yeah, continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. This is just one of them take the glasses off moments because this got me stressed. But nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know what he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other ways out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Okay. You're listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Oh, I missed that, sorry. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Objection! Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshots. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm actually continuing this charade. Alright. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. So, you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? I don't know you don't know what it's like out there, alone on Christmas Eve. Alone! I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio, see? Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That's all we need to know. No, we need to know what... Bruh. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was the radio set to that night? I was listening to it real booming loud like. Okay. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on. Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? Remember exactly what the DJ was saying. I heard it too, okay. I feel like this is gonna be the important part. What did she say? How do we know it was a she? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said to do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the questions only if you see some reason why we should care. Yeah, we should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well... How do you know if we don't ask, Fine. Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Alright, bro. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio. Alright, what do we have to present? Oh, okay, wait, because so she said that it's almost Christmas, but he said he heard the gunshot, and that if it was before Christmas, obviously it would be before 12. And okay, let's try this. There it is. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey," sorry. The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed. And? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? Yep. When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. The photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun was triggered. When the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25, 12:15, 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Okay. Order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? I obviously want to say Larry's right, but I feel like I should say Larry's wrong, because he might have heard something else. Let's go with Larry's right for right now. Because wasn't the empty lake picture? Okay, hold on. Let's go with Larry's right for right now. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence of this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Okay, so let's do this since it was fired 3 times. That might not be it though. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. We cooking right now. Hold on. Order. I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimony. Bah! You waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proved Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things? Yes, that's gonna be this picture. Because it wouldn't have gone off without hearing something, so... Uh-oh, maybe not. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph, and it's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Oh! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. We breezing through this one, hold on. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were two sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why? I ask you, why? Uh-oh. I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is that safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What's Phoenix got? What's he thinking? What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk. So, you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 12:15, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent. Wait, what? Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. The murderer and Hammond. Edgeworth and the... Hold up. There's a third party? I feel like if I say the murderer and Hammond, they're gonna be like, yeah, Edgeworth. Let's say Edgeworth and the murderer. Hold on. Maybe there were 3 people on the boat. Let's say this. Hold on. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond. Oh! Yo! He assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. So he had already killed him before Edgeworth came out. Okay. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. That's crazy. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name... We're gonna blame Lotta? Is it Lotta? Is it Lotta? She's the only other... Oh, shit! The murderer is none other than Miss Lotta Hart. The investigative photographer? Yes. You're saying that young lady dressed up like Robert Hammond and fooled Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, well, she did look sort of manly. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. I am ashamed I actually listened to this utter nonsense. Listen, you came to this conclusion based on a piece of evidence. That is this photograph taken at 11:50. If you didn't have this photograph, you never would have made this claim. Correct? And just who was it who went out of her way to give you this piece of evidence? It was Lotta Hart. Why would the murderer go to all that trouble just to deliver you decisive evidence? I guess they wouldn't. Damn, I thought it was her for a second too, man. Mr. Wright, I'm going to penalize you for this. Okay, hold on. That would have been a crazy twist though if that was her. Mr. Wright, can you really... Okay. The murderer's name, right. It's... Oh, it's not Edgeworth. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because... Oh, the old man, the caretaker! I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond, the caretaker of the boat shop. Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? Well then, where did the murder take place? Hold on, this is crazy, hold on. Show the judge where the murder really took... Okay, shit, I don't know. I'm guessing at the boat rental shop?
Take that!
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. Oh yeah, that's because he knows about DL6. Oh, okay, okay. And didn't they say like the guy like went crazy or something who was in there? So maybe he was the dude that was in the elevator with Miles and his dad. Okay, hold on. They're gonna explain it. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. What the hell? Is that Larry searching? That night, he was out on the lake in the boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. Alright, that night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh, ooh! I would use that as a thumbnail, but it's probably going to spoil things. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out onto the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? I don't think it was Edgeworth. We'll just go with this one. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both Miss Edgeworth on purpose. What? Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of your explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness or because the first shot missed. To create a witness, maybe? I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness. That way, people would have heard it. Well, most people would have heard him shoot twice. The murderer left his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot will look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, he jumps in and swims back to the... Okay. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat has shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Bro probably in the wind. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. I told you he was gone, bro. He in the wind. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. He probably told him about everything that just happened. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. I'm telling you, it's a dude that was in the elevator. Very well. Court is adjourned. Damn. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony, but Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but if you don't tell me, I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. Oh my god. These cases are crazy, man. Especially this one in particular. Lord have mercy. Okay. Well, we are going to end it here for today. It's like every time we get to a point of helping Edgeworth and getting him, you know, close to being off the hook for this case, he just like there's just some extra information that it seems like he tends to bring out more information that's gonna incriminate him. But yeah, anyway, this was crazy. The boat shopkeeper, the murderer. He's definitely the murderer, and I feel like he's the guy who was in the elevator with Edgeworth and his dad that one time. Something happened. They got in some kind of argument. He killed him. I don't know. The fact that he knows about DL6 it's just messing with my head. But I'm sure it has something to do with that. Yeah, Von Karma. We're giving him. We're showing him up. Which is, I've been wanting to do that this whole time because he irritates the hell out of me. So hopefully we'll be able to just get that one last thing on him, get him pissed at us, and just get him out the way. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Hope you're enjoying this case so far. This case has been crazy, probably one of the craziest ones that we've had so far. But yeah, if you are, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about it so far. And yep, I will catch y'all in the next trial. I'll talk to you later. Bye.